Being an advocate of responsible mining, Platinum Group Metals Corporation seeks to work towards the preservation and restoration of forests to achieve a sustainable and balanced ecosystem. PGMC consistently implements the mining forest program even during the exploration period. A total of 119.15 hectares was maintained from July 2019 to June 2020. Key actors of the production, care, and maintenance of the company's 4 nurseries come from the host and IP communities. Another major aspect of the reforestation program is the National Greening Program. Since 2012 up to the first quarter of 2020, 784,443 trees were planted, covering an estimated 564.44 hectares. As of June 2020, about 145.86 hectares of mined-out areas were rehabilitated within Kaga 2 and Kaga 4, with several blocks allotted for bamboo plantation. Slope stabilization was also successfully performed on a total of 13.47 hectares located at Kaga 4, Platinum Nursery, and contractors' areas. The maintenance and protection of these areas are carried out through the combined efforts of 2 company foresters with 95 reforestation personnel on fixed term and 2 regulars, and about 2,500 local residents involved. For this period, research on carbon stock assessment within the MPSA area of Platinum Group Metals Corporation was held in January 2020. Its commitment to establishing mining forests goes beyond observing the government standards and instead becomes an advocacy that centers on reversing biodiversity loss and mitigating climate change. As of June 2020, only 85.5 hectares of land was disturbed within the area with STCEP, and only 17,918 trees were affected. In compliance with the 1:100 replacement ratio, PGMC has already planted 639,754 trees of indigenous species out of the required 1,061,500 for replacement. Progressive rehabilitation is one of the major activities being conducted by the company to gradually restore the pre-mining condition of mined-out areas. As of June 2020, PGMC has already planted a total of 262,557 trees, covering an area of 145.86 hectares under its Progressive Mine Rehabilitation Program. PGMC took various efforts to promote the conservation of both terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems, which include delineation of a biodiversity conservation area. In 2019, the company integrated a biodiversity management program through its policy and biodiversity strategies and delivered best practices with time-bound targets. Development of Botanical Garden. PGMC initiated the establishment and development of 3 hectares of Botanical Garden, which serves as the repository of the different thriving species of plants collected within the company's MPSA. Establishment and maintenance of the Natural Forest Nursery. PGMC initiated the establishment of a 3,000 square meter natural forest nursery located within the active mining areas of Kaga 2 and 4 to act as a natural seed dispersal area. Establishment and operation of mangrove nursery. PGMC established a 0.23-hectare mangrove nursery located at Causeway 1 and a 0.50-hectare satellite nursery at K1 area, with a combined capacity to accommodate 110,000 seedlings of different varieties of mangrove propagules and mangrove-associated species at any given time. Adopt a mangrove forest. To date, the company has planted 20,000 mangrove species of Rhizopora sp., most commonly known as Bakawan Babay, spanning a total area of 2 hectares. Enhancement of the coral reef ecosystem. PGMC committed to adopting the Lambason Island Marine Sanctuary or LIMS. About 50 coral fragments were collected and were connected on rocky substrates during the coral transplantation trial. PGMC's reforestation and biodiversity conservation objectives demonstrate the vital role mining companies play in bringing nature back in a good shape. And in addressing the urgent threats of our times, PGMC is a trailblazer in making a big difference in the way businesses are done and resources are used for the good of current generation and the generations to come.